Good day, my friends. If the video found you, there are no tags. I'm not posting this on my regular schedule. So, as nothing happens by accident, this might be meant for you. Take the message if it resonates with you. We look at why this human experience, why we chose this human experience, and also why I say that the universe does not test us. So let's dive in. I was pondering and meditating on the fact, why do we choose to have this experience as a human? And then we reach to higher realms, we reach to elevate ourselves. The answer was very, very clear to me that as humans, obviously we experience the physical, the tangible. We can create and see the creation process. We see in this density how things feel and look through our senses. So our higher self receive feedback from us, learn from us, I can say. It's like a feedback loop of what we experience as humans. But remember, our higher self is multidimensional, receiving these experiences, these movement of energy from the different versions of us in the multiverse. So except for being part of creation and creating and seeing it materialize in the physical form, the thing of being human that is so profound is our emotions and the depth of our emotions. So it is through experiencing life and different situations and different interactions that we experience different emotions, the moving of energy in motion that creates in us these feelings. And some of us have learned to suppress the feelings. Some of us have a belief that we should not feel it. Some of us think it is makes us less competent, less strong when we feel it and when we express our emotions. But our emotions are that which makes us unique in this dimension. And we are meant to fully experience this dimension in all its beauty. We are meant to have these experiences, and as we elevate our frequencies, and this is not, I'm not talking about vibrations that go up and down, being sad, being happy, being joyful on a day-to-day basis. I'm talking about if we elevate our frequency through the inner work that we do, so that we vibrate on that frequency, the constant frequency of our being, of our beingness. If we elevate that, we still have the emotions, but as we move up, as we elevate our frequencies to the higher dimensions, we experience the emotions differently. We experience less of the lower vibrational emotions like anger and jealousy and hate and I can't even think of it. But if you have reached that higher frequency, and that is the frequency you are on most of the time, you experience peace. And with that, you experience love on a deeper level, on a depth that cannot be described or understood by somebody who are still on a lower frequency. The same goes for bliss. So you should not be afraid of your emotions. You should embrace them. You should feel them. Even if it is difficult to deal with that emotion. Your emotions are valid. Your emotions are the part of you that is human, and one of the reasons why you are here, to experience that. And it is through experiencing the emotions that we become more and more aware and enlightened. So, according to the light I receive, I want to state it clearly that the universe does not test us. How do you feel if I say the universe tests you? It is not a good feeling. We do not associate being tested with something positive, because it means that you have to prove yourself. You have nothing to prove. You are already everything. You are already enough. You are already complete. There's nothing to prove, and the universe does not ask that of you. The universe directs us. The universe holds us, supports us, allows us to follow the path that we choose, even though sometimes it might lead us through difficult emotions, difficult experiences, but it is not a test. It is support. It is supporting you, reflecting back to you in your reality what is going on inside of you, so that you can see, so that you can remove the things that are not beneficial to you. And once again, we have eternity. You don't have to reach something, you don't have a certain goal that you should achieve while you are here, except for experiencing life to its fullest, and in the process express your gratitude, your appreciation for everything. I had an experience a few years ago where I was in the presence of source energy on a level that, of course, my human avatar could experience, my spirit could experience. And in those moments, I was shown thousands of stories of people, thousands of stories. And I felt the love of Source for every human being, for every spirit experiencing the stories. And some of them were really sad. But there was beauty in all of that. There was such love from Source, and there was such... what was conveyed to me was this understanding of why everything happens to us, and that love was the reason, even in things that we, from our human perspective, might find extremely painful, extremely challenging. And that brings me to something that I've heard. I have made a short video about that. It was a video that I watched about a woman, about a family who had a child with a condition that would, the child wouldn't live for very long. And the woman said, there is great beauty in watching a child die. And that got me so much that I still recall it, because of the truth of it, that even in that there is beauty, because it is not a test, it is not a punishment. And she said the beauty lies in the depth of emotion. The how the energy moves and how you experience it, that changes you, that molds you. And remember, everyone in your life plays a role that they have chosen. So even if it is a child that was only there even before it was born and you lost it, or very young, it was a choice that soul agreed to play a role. It wanted to play in the evolvement of your spirit. So we should be thankful, and we should look at life from that perspective. We should not always reach for the realms where we won't have these painful emotions, because then we miss the point. Thank you for listening. I hope you have an amazing few days till we speak again, and that you experience life in its fullest and embrace the emotions that goes with it from a place of appreciation, of awareness, of gratitude. Please consider subscribing to the channel if you like the content, and leave some love in the comments. Let me know where you're from. We're building a community here, and I'm sending you my infinite love till I speak to you again. Goodbye.